Turning now to the actors and writers strikes. And the last time both groups were on the picket line at the same time was back in the 1960s when this man was leading the Screen Actors Guild.
The master of ceremonies is Ronald Reagan, president of the Screen Actors Guild.
The motion picture industry in Hollywood is a very fine community, but it's only part of a greater community, a fast-growing city, one of the great cities of the world.
Well, now members of SAG-AFTRA, which represents thousands of actors, will join writers on the picket lines today, marking the first joint strike in over 60 years. NBC News correspondent Joe Fryer has more on the work stoppage that is bringing the $134 billion American movie and television business to a halt.
Overnight, America's entertainment industry thrown into more turmoil. Movie and TV production grinding to a halt as Hollywood's biggest stars will go from reading lines to chanting on picket lines. About 160,000 performers are now on strike. Last night, the cast of Oppenheimer showed up for their London premiere, then left before the screening began to show their support for the strike.
Everything was all set up, so we said, well, let's just do it, and then if they call a strike, we'll go home.
It's a huge deal for me to be here. It's also a huge deal for me to be in lockstep with all of my peers.
The strike means stars will pull back from promoting many projects already made.
I'm very much in support of all the unions, and I'm a part of SAG, so I would absolutely stand by that.
And that big budget movie sets will go dark. On one side of the strike, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. That's the trade association representing big studios like Disney, Netflix, Warner Brothers, and Comcast, which owns NBC Universal. On the other side, SAG-AFTRA, the actors union. Fran Drescher is president.
I am shocked by the way the people that we have been in business with are treating us. It is disgusting. Shame on them.
The Actors Union is calling for better compensation and benefits, including residuals, a type of royalty that is shriveled in the streaming age. They also want to make sure their work is not replaced by artificial intelligence. In response, the Producers Alliance put out a statement outlining its offer, saying the deal featured historic pay and residual increases and a groundbreaking AI proposal. Adding, the union has regrettably chosen a path that will lead to financial hardship for countless thousands of people who depend on the industry. Disney CEO Bob Iger on CNBC says the strike will hurt an industry that's still recovering from the pandemic.
I think it's very disturbing to me. There's a level of expectation that they have that is just not realistic.
The actors now join writers who've been striking since May.
Let's bring in founding partner at Media Venture Puck, Matthew Bellany. He's a former editor for The Hollywood Reporter. Matthew, I mean, we had the clip of Bob Iger there, obviously one of the most respected names in Hollywood. And not a guy that, not a guy that sort of wanders off on his own, very disciplined voice. So that seems to be their position. He talked about how the media companies have undergone a great disruption, and this would just add to it and make matters worse. So where do they find middle ground?
That's a great question, because this is not just a money fight. I mean, if this were just, one side was at $10, the other's at $20, you settle at $15, then it's easy to see a path forward. But there are some fundamental issues here. The writers feel, and the actors now join them, that they're being left behind in this streaming revolution. Netflix came to Hollywood, changed the entire business model for the entire industry. And someone like Fran Drescher, the president of SAG, who made a great living on a show like The Nanny, that doesn't really exist anymore, where actors can be on a show that goes 28 episodes a season. And now these shows are 8, 10 episodes a season. You don't make the same amount of money. The residuals have gone down in streaming. And they're really looking at the future and saying, what does the future hold for actors? And they haven't really articulated what that is yet.
Yeah, Matthew, it's so interesting you say that, and I never really put it together until you just said what you said. It answers the question why I see some of my favorite actors, who may not be headliners, but some of my favorite actors in 2, 3, 4 series, because they're having to bounce around doing all these different projects to make the type of money that a Fran Drescher would have made in one network series 20 years ago.
It's absolutely true. And they're only allowed to do that because of some of the pressure that the guilds and the talent agencies have put on these studios. The studios were saying, we're going to lock you up and not allow you to do more than one show, even though you were only in 6-7 episodes. And that's a problem as well. So, the AI issue is also a big one for actors. I mean, this technology is changing so quickly, and the actors want real protections that their likeness, their image is not going to be scanned by a Hollywood studio and then used in movie after movie. They hire you for the first movie and then they use your AI double in all the sequels. That's a real fear. We're not there yet in the industry, but they want to nip this in the bud right now, so they're not negotiating in 5 years from a place of defense where this is already happening.
Well, and that is a real danger. I mean, anybody that has seen the I think hilarious, personally myself, but the Tom Cruise deep fakes. To say, the first time I saw it, I was like, wait, Tom Cruise can play a guitar that well and sing that well. But you look at the technology and maybe it wouldn't be that obvious, that straight. But there's no doubt if I were an actor, if I were an agent of an actor, something I'd be concerned about. The same thing about screenwriters. I mean, I could go into my AI bot app and say, give me a poem about Matthew Bellany right now. And it would give this remarkable poem about you and what a great, journalist you are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, that technology is moving rapidly forward to where you can say, write me, a play about a guy who is a Hollywood reporter and, doing his best to get by or whatever, and put it in, boom, and it'll give you 80% of what you need.
Absolutely. You could say, here's the Social Network script. Write me a script, but make it about Elon Musk, not Mark Zuckerberg. And these programs can do okay. They can't exactly represent the creativity of a screenwriter. But what the Writers Guild is fearing is that the studios will say, okay, we have these AI-generated scripts. Do a touch-up. Work for a couple days. We'll pay you a day rate. Do a touch-up on this. You won't own it. We own it. But here, you're a gig writer now. You're not owning anything. You're not having any meaningful participation in the revenue from that. And the actors feel the same way. They're not anti-AI. They're not trying to shut it down. They're saying, this is a tool. We want to be compensated, and we want to consent and control how our likenesses are used with this new technology. And so far, the studios have put forth a proposal on that, but the writer and the actors say it's all in the details, and it would be very difficult for them to control their likeness under the proposal that the studios have put forward. So they're on strike.
Yep. And by the way, that technology is moving exponentially. I mean, it's going so quickly. We're talking about where it is in the summer of 2023. I had somebody send me Paul McCartney singing God Only Knows. So, an AI-generated Paul McCartney voice. And what do you think? I said, it was good. It was good. But I guarantee you, in 2024 and 2025, it's going to be indistinguishable from the Paul McCartney that you would have heard in 1966 on Revolver.
And that's what Fran Drescher has been talking about in her. Did you see her speech yesterday? She should run for Congress. She's an excellent speaker and politician. I was shocked. And that's what she's talking about. She's essentially saying we are being replaced slowly by this technology. And if they don't make a stand now, they're going to be fighting this from a place of, oh, my God, what happened here? How do we get a piece of it? Rather than putting the rules in place now so they are partners as this develops.
Matthew Bellany, thank you so much. Keep us posted. We'll be following this major developing story.